So I believe in go big or go home, and this time I'm going big, because to my left is the prize that we sent out to wherever in the world the winning driver is, and that's this Star Wars 5-pack featuring R2-D2, Luke Skywalker, Yoda, Darth Vader and an exclusive Stormtrooper, original in the box. And this is the prize for this competition. As I say, will be sent to the winning driver wherever they are in the world. Greetings Diecast Racing fans, Sharky here and welcome back to Sharky's Garage here at Vulcan Raceway for this episode 1 of the Star Wars Shootout. Today I'm here with the Flying Fenman and we're going to send each of the 16 vehicles down the track twice, hopefully just twice, once on the blue lane, once on the red lane, so we get some timing data. We have had 16 people sign up for these vehicles. You should have seen them on the slides going through. To run them through nice and quickly, we have 6 drivers from the USA, 4 drivers from the UK, 3 drivers from Canada, 1 from Australia, 1 from Finland and 1 from Mexico. We also have 2 female drivers and 14 male drivers. So the drivers as they stand are in car number 1, the Snow Speeder. We have Lure Nips from Wreckage Bluff Raceway in the USA. Car 2 is Luke Skywalker. The Luke Skywalker car is Cuboid from 4 Cubed Racing in the UK. The Poe Dameron car is number 3 with James Sterling of Gravity Track Grand Prix in Australia driving it. Car 4, the Spectite, has Princess Sparkles of Raven Customs here in the UK driving, the first of our female drivers. Car 5 is the Yoda Bullard Bruiser with Tommy from Northern Roads Racing all the way in Finland. Car 6, the Ray car, has the V-Man from Norman Verne Racing in Canada. Car 7, the Tatooine Vanster with Sand People on the side, has Mark Taylor of Riley's DRC here in the UK. Car 8 has Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's the MST Suzuka, and it has Scooter Ramwell from Spirit of 64 Racing in the USA. That concludes Group A. Group B, so the first lot, Group A are Alliance, Group B are Imperial. The first of the Group B, the 9 car is Darth Vader with the Comish from Dollar Diecast Racing in the USA. Car 10 is Darth Maul with Hikari Rin of Raven Customs from the UK. Car 11 is Kylo Ren car. It's Griffin Soul of Griffin Soul Diecast Motorsports. He is from the USA. Car 12, the Ballistics, has Sasquatch from Jimbo's Diner in the USA. Car 13, Captain Pharasma, has Scoop of Poverty Hollow in the USA. Car 14, the exclusive Stormtrooper, has Mainline Mark of Angry Moose 164 Diecast Racing in Canada. Car 15 is the Stormtrooper car with Patty Cakes, the second female driver from Norman Verne Racing in Canada. And our last driver in the First Order Stormtrooper vehicle is Eric Z of Sonora Diecast Racing all the way from Mexico. Those are our drivers and our cars. I'll give you the track overview. And then we will get down to the Flying Fenman sending them down the track. So the drone giving us the overfly. Calden's championship winning Porsche over there. The winning car from the last competition, the Ferrari, parked up. The Star Wars vehicles. Minimal police support here today, but because we have a few more people on site. The Comish's yellow car there and Cuboid's orange car. Track stands ready. Group A are going to go first. Several of the drivers are here to watch. Here's the finish line with the timing gate. There's Group A ready to go up with the Flying Fenman. Our track sponsors, our thanks go out to them. We've got the safety teams ready. The team at the BERCC, Cuboid at 4 Cubed Racing, Kelden Raven at Kelden Raven Customs, down there with Hikari. John at Modelmatic, stood down there with the track owner. And this event's main sponsor, or this episode's main sponsor, is my brother Phil at Tomley RC. Now, I'm going to send my car down first as a bit of a tester, and then we'll get down to Group A. The Flying Fenman's going to take my car, which is the Han Solo car, down on the blue lane and then on the red lane. And didn't quite get across the line. Go on the other lane. And that also didn't get across the line, which is why I didn't put it in. Right, moving on to Group A. First up is the Snow Speeder, which will be driven by Lua Nips. It's on the blue lane to start with, and then we'll do the red lane. Nice, clearly through. Time of 3.4. Time of 3.4. Next up is the Luke Skywalker car, which will be driven by Cuboid. 3.3. Car 3, the Poe Dameron car, going to be driven by James Sterling. .3.6. Next up is the Spectite, which will be driven by Princess Sparkles. Misstart. Next up will be the Yoda Boulevard Bruiser, driven by Tomi from Finland. .3.6. Next up is the Ray car, which will be driven by the V-Man. .4, slow time there, 4.1. Next up is car 7, the Tatooine Vanster, to be driven by Mark Taylor. .3.9. And the last car in Group A to go down the blue lane is the Obi-Wan car, driven by Scooter Roundwell, although all of the cars in testing are being driven by the Flying Fenman. .4. Right, having just seen Group A go down the blue lane, let's watch Group B going down. Starting off with car number 9, which is the Darth Vader car, which will be driven by the Comish in the actual competition. 3.5. Next up is the Darth Maul car, which will be driven by Hikari Rin in the competition. Oh, and we spun it, so we're going to have to go for a rerun. Yep, it's having a little bit of an issue sliding. We'll see how this goes. That's a better run. Time of 3.6. Next up is car 11, which is the Kylo Ren car, which will be driven by Griffin Soul. And didn't quite make it across the line. We'll go for a reset. Yeah, those dark side cars are having a problem. We're going to have to run it again. And he gets across the line this time in a time of 3.9. Next up at the line is car 12, Ballistics, going to be driven by Sasquatch. Rapid. Time of 3.3. Equaling the fastest time we've had to date, which was Luke, the Cuboid car, car 2 from Group A. Next up, the Captain Pharasma car, which is going to be driven by Scoop. on rails, time of 3.3. Next up, the first of our 3 Stormtroopers. This one is the exclusive Stormtrooper, or the Dirty Stormtrooper. This is going to be driven by mainline Mark. Spun it coming around the bend, we're going to have to go again. That was a better run, twitchy back end. Time of 3.7. The normal Stormtrooper, car 15, driven by Patty Cakes. 3.8. They're all seeming to get the back end out coming out of the bends. But the last car in Group B to go down the blue lane. This is car 16, the First Order Stormtrooper, which will be driven by Eric Z. 3.8, time of 3.8. Now you've seen Group B on the blue lane, we'll now move on to Group A on the red lane, starting off with the Snow Speeder. 3.5. Car 2, the Luke car. 3.8. Next up, Poe Dameron, car 3. 3.7. Car 4, Spectite. 4.3. Car 5, the Yoda car. 3.3, the fastest on the red lane so far, 3.3. Car 6, the Ray car on the red lane. 3.7. Car 7, the Tatooine Vanster. Nearly left the track, and a time of 4.4. And the last car from Group A to go down the red lane is car 8, the Obi-Wan car. 4.4. Group B on the red lane. Up the line, the Darth Vader car. Rocket ship, time of 3.2, best of the day so far. Next up on the red lane, the red car, car 10, Darth Maul. 3.2. It seems the dark side seemed to like the red lane. Next up on the red lane, car 11, Kylo Ren. Yeah, that Kylo Ren car's definitely having some issues. We'll just go for a rerun. It's definitely having some legs issues. That's a better run. Time of 3.8. Let's see if the ballistic is ballistic on the red lane like it was on the blue lane. And the answer is yes, with a time of 3.4. Ballistics is so far the only car that was faster on the blue lane. Anyway, next up, car 13, Captain Pharasma. 4.1. It appears the good captain approves of the blue lane as opposed to the red lane. Now, the first of our 3 Stormtroopers, this is the exclusive Stormtrooper, car 14. 4.1. Now for the normal version of this car, car 15, the standard Stormtrooper. Tail out and doesn't make it across the line. Better run, didn't trigger. Maybe because it's a white car and it was going really fast. 3.8. And now for the last car to go down the track today, it is car 16, the First Order Stormtrooper. 3.6. It has certainly been an interesting day of testing here for the Flying Fenman, bringing the cars down the track. We've certainly had some fast times. On the blue lane, the 3 fastest cars, all with a time of 3.3 seconds, was car 2, which is the Luke Skywalker car, going to be driven by Cuboid. Car 12, which is Ballistics, driven by Sasquatch, and Car 13, the Captain Pharasma car, that's going to be driven by Scoop. On the red lane, it's all with the Imperials, with the fastest time of 3.2, the fastest time on either lane today. Are cars 9 and 10. Car 9 is the Comish with Darth Vader driving the Darth Vader car, and the Darth Maul car, car 10, driven by Hikari Rin, is also on 3.2. Looking at the average times over both runs, the joint top pick. So my top pick and my second pick. My top pick will be the Comish in the Darth Vader car, number 9. And my second pick will be Sasquatch in Ballistics, both of which had an average time of 3.35. My second pick will be, or my one to watch, will be Hikari Rin in the Darth Maul car. He had an average time of 3.4 over the 2 runs, but obviously we've got consistency issues with that Darth Maul car. It seems to get the back end out coming round the curve, so we'll see how that runs. When it comes to Alliance, the top 2 vehicles to watch out for on the Alliance side are Car 1, the Snow Speeder, going to be driven by Loop Nips, with an average time of 3.45, and Tommy from Finland in the Yoda car, the Boulevard Bruiser, which again had 3.45 average time. Be interesting to see how that all shakes down. I will get the cars behind me rearranged and then show you how they are going to line up for Group A and Group B, Set 1 and Set 2. Bear with me 1 second. So here you can see Group A, Set 1, Snow Speeder, Luke, Poe and Spectite, so all of the ship type cars. Group 2, Yoda, Rey, the Tatooine Sand People and Obi-Wan, so all of the character cars in Set 2. Group B, Set 1, you have the characters, Darth Vader, Darth Maul, Kylo Ren and the Ballistics, which is a TIE fighter. And then Group 2 are the Stormtroopers. So Captain Pharasma, the exclusive Stormtrooper, the normal Stormtrooper and the First Order Stormtrooper. The next week we crack on with Group A. The week after is Group B. And then we take a break to have a look at A11 Outlaws. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to do the usual things. Like, comment, subscribe, and please do share to Facebook, and I will catch you all again soon.